All right, what's going on YouTube? So we back with another video, and in this video we are going to be talking about the ticker symbol SPY as always. So what we have is, let's go to the 1 hour. So market just ended about 1 o'clock where I'm at because I'm on the East Coast here. So what I want you to see is, this was at 7 a.m. Market opens up at 6:30. So I'm going to show you my strategy and what I used. I predicted that the market was actually going to do this. This was right at about open. So I believe it was around about 5:15. This is where I gave my analysis. So I predicted that it would bounce up here, and then we were going to go down here to 670 range. So that's what you would have seen on my social media if you do follow me on X or on Instagram. But the market did not do that. It definitely went the opposite way. But I did give my levels out as well. So my levels, I would have to go grab my phone to tell you exactly what the levels were. But I did have my levels. If it went over this number, you want to take it all the way up to this number. And if it goes underneath this number, you want to take it down to the 670. So I'm almost positive that what I had was this here. If we went up underneath 674.72, then you would take a put and you would ride it all the way down to 670. But if it got up above 678.54, then that would be your indication to take a call. So once it broke above here, which this was that 630 candle, here's what I do again. The height of that is 678.78. So I know I'm a little bit off. 678. We can go to 78. And then I marked the low of that candle as well, which is going to be 675.83. So we're right there, 675.84, but let's just leave it there. We're not off by a lot, so it won't matter much. So as you can see down here, I have this level marked out, which is going to be on the higher time frame. I had it marked out for the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So you can see we have a little bit of resistance here. If we come over here, we've seen a pop in the market here. And then I did mention on X right before market was opening, maybe at like 627, I mentioned that this was a level of interest to where we can see a pop back to the upside. And that's exactly what happened. So once we closed on this 15-minute candle, we mark our high and our low at a 15-minute. And then I marked my support and my resistance as well. So once we got this candle at 7:15, that was a strong bullish candle off of this rejection. So that means that buyers were stepping in, and you could have waited until you hit here, but the correct entry for me was here at this level as soon as it broke past this level, which would have been the closing of this candle, or the opening of it, which would have been 677.70, which was my level to get in. If I scale this down to the 5-minute, we can see that we had a little bit of pushback here, but the moment that this candle closed here, we had a rejection to the downside and a move to the upside, which you could have continued in. Now, I took two trades. One was to the upside, the other one was to the downside. The reason why I took this one to the downside was because, it was kind of risky. It was very risky knowing that support was here. But this was the candle where I got in at, and I traded SPX. So I traded here, and then I wrote it down near to here. I got out, which you can see is still pushed down, but it wasn't enough. The moment that this candle flipped and I seen some bullish momentum, once I seen it headed back up and it was headed towards the 15-minute, I was able to get in on this candle here and ride it up, and I got out at this level here. Then you see that the market was just playing around this level. You can see that this was marked out on my social media as well. So you can see all you have to do is mark out the zones. Go to the 1 hour, go to the 4 hour. You want to find out on a higher time frame. So all I did was mark this candle here, the closing of it, and then I just brought it all the way across. I scaled down to the 1 hour to make sure it was in line as well. So you can see right there on the 1 hour, I'm targeting this area here. And once I put it there, you can see that I was targeting this area simply because there's a wick here, there's a wick here, and I was just anticipating on it closing above that level. I knew that there would be some hesitancy to get over this level just because we had a drawdown here right after we got to this level. Right here, we had the same exact thing. We had some push down, but once we got above it, we retested it and we went higher, eventually coming back down to that level. I can pull this level probably all the way across, and I'm sure if I go back to previous history, it'll be the same exact thing. I can still continue to pull it over. So you can see we had a test of that zone and we went down. Whenever we're in this zone here, we have a little bit of push down, but once we get above it, we pop up. As you can see, anything underneath it is all bearish. So that's how I understand and study my charts. That's just how, the way that I look at it. Also, you can see that there's a trend line. If you wanted to put a trend line right here, you could. But now we're on the 1 hour, and you can see that we are starting to get a small reversal. So in the morning or pre-market, if we're moving up to the upside, you still want to be cautious around this level here. But then if we break above this level, we could potentially return back up here to the level of 685. So that's my market analysis for today. That's exactly how it played out. And I'm just showing you your entry and your exit points. But you also got to take into consideration that we may pop up here, get another rejection, and head back down to the downside to here. My analysis was that we were going to tap this zone and continue to fall underneath. If we do tap that zone and we break it, what you're going to see is a breakdown, a break up, and then a continuation down to 670. If not, you'll end up seeing a level to where we bounce up. So it'll be a bounce up here to the upside, try to go back down. It'll tap this zone here because this is the previous level of interest on a pull down. That lets you know that, hey, buyers are stronger than the sellers were in the previous. And then you're looking for a level, move to the upside that looks exactly like that. And the reason why I'm at that level is because if you slide all the way over here, you can see that this level lines up with this level here. So that's really what you want to see. And it may or may not happen. Anybody that got in calls, you could have taken a call here and held it overnight just to see what would happen. And you could have sized to zero, so you could have put $150 on it or something like that and see what it was going to do. But based on what it's giving me right now with this change in levels, with this candle here, typically you want it to close right above here. But if this candle in pre-market pushes up, if it pushes down, then we could, if it gets past the 15-minute low of today, then we may see some bearish momentum. So that is my market analysis. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a comment, like, share this video to someone that may be just starting off and maybe new to trading. We're definitely gonna put our thoughts on these charts. We're gonna figure out how to mark out our charts, and we are gonna grow together at the end of the day. So again, subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it, send it to somebody that may be just getting into the market. But I do want to tell you, today I paper traded, and my paper trade profit was a little bit over 12,000. And I traded with real money, which I did the same exact trade, just with more profit. And I ended up with a $275 profit today. So yesterday was 200, today was 200. So I'm just stacking my small wins. I try to get up to 300, but I take my base hits at the end of the day. If I would have held a little bit longer today, then I would have made more income. But it's about small gains, just building my portfolio right now. I'm just trying to build my capital up. So I'm going to take it day by day and take it minute by minute, take it real slow. So I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thank y'all for tuning in.